the high rate of unemployment.
Kuna any jobs. So you opt up hivyo kwenda Qatar.
Next time wakifanya ikuwe tu fair.
Jobs, 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 jobs.
The term unemployment refers to a situation where a person actively looks for work but is unable to find. Between 1931 and 1940, the unemployment rate remained above 14%, but subsequently dropping down to single digit. It remained there until 1982, when it climbed above 10%. In 2009, during the Great Recession, unemployment again rose to 10%. In April 2020, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, unemployment hit 14.8%. As of August 2023, the unemployment rate was 3.8%, a slight increase from the previous month, 3.5%. Some of the possible causes of unemployment include recession, depression, technological improvement, job outsourcing, and voluntarily leaving one job to find another. In Kenya, the possible causes works, but there is one: connection.
Today, like in Kenya now, we have this word connection when it comes to job opportunities. And yes, people are learned outside here, but getting jobs is not easy. So when we talk about connection in job seeking field, you realize that most of us have the mentality that I have to know someone. Somebody has to hold my hands so that I get to work in a certain field, which has grown, and the mentality has grown that no one can get work without knowing someone.
For me, it's having to know somebody or knowing somebody in a hiring position or in an organization who can give you an advantage of connecting you to the job or giving you an opportunity because you are related to them or you know them in some way. So the term connection, it's actually the concept connection. It's a very big problem when it comes to employment among young people or even older people for that matter.
The term connection had some negative side effects on the youth. Some of the effects include mental instability, depression, and crime.
There's a time the national government advertised a job vacancy. So everyone obviously rushed. Now that we had all the papers, all the requirements, everyone rushed for the job, applications were done. Then after around 2 weeks, we were told that they'll communicate to us. Then I was called. Then this guy asked me, this job, we have around 28 slots, but the applicants were around 4,000. So it's very difficult for you to get this job. But now that I got you, I can help you out. So obviously I was very willing, now that I was desperate for this job. And the guy told me it's very possible, but I have to do something.
Tuli apply job. So ku apply job, tukapigiwa simu, tukaenda interview. We were like, kaneza kumbuka, we were like almost like 20 guys, 20 youths. After kumaliza interview, tukaambiwa tungoje, tukapelekwa room nyingine hapo tena. Hapo ndani ya room ulikuwa unaitwa mmoja mmoja tena. Kitu tulikuwa tunaulizwa hapo ndani ni umekuja na nini? Ama nani alikutuma, uliitwa na nani? Kama ukisema uliapply kivyako, kama mimi nilisema niliapply kivyangu juu niliapply kivyangu, niliambiwa we'll get back to you.
The connection thing has really affected girl child. This is by a way of, I need a job and I'm desperate as a youth. I'm done with my schooling, but I don't have anyone, or I've been connected with somebody who can help me. Me going into that venture thinking that it is a wholehearted help, but reaching there, I'm given conditions on what I should do so that I can get a job. And more so to ladies, men are so bold outside here, and those who are in the middle age or are mature enough, they will tell you point blank, you either give money or you have sex with me so that I give you the job that you want.
The concept of connections, it actually affects even the work performance in organizations or in companies, because most companies, when they do that, you find that this person, they didn't go through the right formal training for that particular job. Let's say somebody is employed as an accountant, and yet they studied for, let's say, education. So this person is not a match for this kind of job, but because they knew somebody, they ended up having that position. So you find that even the work performance with this person is not up to standard.
When you've qualified for everything and now you can't get the job because you don't have the connection, it becomes a very different task. So it really affected me because I lost a lot, which ningejua ningeinvest mahali sasa ingekuwa inanipea kitu.
Does this term connection has solution?
The term connections, or the problem of connection, it's not an easy thing. It's not something that the government can solve within a day or a week or a month. It's a long-term problem that needs long-time solutions. So, for example, when we say that the word connection, it's not an independent problem. There are other things that are associated with them. For example, we have nepotism that is associated with it. We have bribery, which is associated with it. So if the government can work on these issues before they finally decide to work on the issue of connections, then it requires a long-term period, like a long-term solution, a lasting solution.
We have a lot in this field that is going on, and it is time that we should come out and talk about it so that we save some souls, because I always believe that our mental health is important, and anything that affects our mental well-being affects affects our system. You can't work if you are affected mentally. You can't have peace when you are affected mentally. A working environment should be an environment that is conducive to all of us, that accommodates all of us, be it men or women. I don't want to look like I'm supporting ladies alone, because some of the boy child are also going through this. There are ladies outside here where they also do the same thing that men are doing for the ladies. So it's a two-way traffic, but this will only be solved when we solve the connection thing, or when we solve the kind of things we do so that we find those jobs that we need.